Okay, guys, well, we have a 1980 square headlight, square body truck. This truck and two others have been getting extremely confusing. So today I told Christian we at least have to get through a couple of them because it has gotten overwhelming. Now this one in the 1984 that he did get posted, this one may not get online today. We do have a couple customers waiting patiently on this video, so I want to get it to them. This is the 80 square headlight, regular cab long bed, blue and gray. The one that is currently online that has the two headlights over top of each other is the 84. Christian's at the back and I'm pointing at the front. Okay. 84, headlight here, headlight here. Matter of fact, I think we can see it sitting over there, right? There you go. So there is a third blue and gray truck also. So it has been very confusing, but these two, confusingly enough, also have slot mag wheels on them. They're almost identical in color. So hopefully this takes the confusion away. We probably should have done a video with them both side by side. Killed two birds with one stone. That would have been pretty smart, huh?
Would have been.
This truck is a small block. Function, working, air conditioning. Very original truck. Christian's nodding his head because most square bodies don't have very good working air conditioning. He just was over here probably sitting in it in the AC doing his hair, trying to look pretty for this video in case you all see his reflection maybe, and there you go. So he wanted to be ready to go. This truck came from a customer, I guess you'd say in Midwest. Where, do you remember? Indiana, maybe. Okay, we'll go with that. Pretty close. That might not be Midwest to everybody, but anyway, I think that's where it came from. The guy was body paint and also in the car business, and he did a good job. His neighbor, or same town, whatever it is, told me about the truck, and he said, hey, I think you'll like this truck, JW. And me and him had did business, so he knew what I'm looking for and what I like. And I said, well, cool. Tell him to reach out to me. We played phone tag. We went back and forth. Honestly, he got a little lost in my texting, and we finally reconnected and got the deal put together. Happened to have Raymond going that way and actually ended up buying 2 or 3 trucks out that way while we were out there. So you guys asked how we get so many trucks. We are on the road 24/7. We are buying across the country 24/7. Some stuff we transport, some stuff my guy goes and looks at in person. It all happens different ways. This truck has not even been washed, and it's embarrassing we're doing this video because it has bug splatter from over 1,000 miles of traveling all over it. So I do want to point out one spot over here. This is not an imperfection in the paint. That's an unfortunate bug. It will come off. That's just bug splatter. Yeah. It's good protein. Truck was very well described. The undercarriage has been done in gloss black. It does have a RC, which is rough country suspension lift. A lot of people say, oh my gosh, you should use something else. Just because something doesn't cost the same doesn't mean it's not the same quality. And I will use that in a perfect scenario right now. You guys that keep on asking about the grandpa truck. The grandpa truck is a $100,000 plus truck if it goes to auction. Just because I'm asking less doesn't mean it's worth less. Rough country is the same way. It's a great kit. We have zero problems or comebacks out of rough country stuff. It's less expensive. They build more of it. If you build more and sell more, you can make less. And that's what they do. So kind of like us with these trucks. We buy 2 or 3 of these a day sometimes. I love them, you know. Very few I get attached to, but we'd rather keep them moving, make a little bit and keep on going versus sitting on them like some of these dealers tend to do and ask 100 and some thousand and maybe one day they get it. Anyway, had to get it off my chest because a lot of people complain about rough country, and we don't get kickbacks from any manufacturer, and we're not sponsored by, and we're not going to SEMA with or anything like that, but I don't have a problem with rough country kit. It's actually a pretty good kit. You can look under the trunk and see the drive shaft's new. All the fit and finish of everything is as it's supposed to be. It is a 3/4 ton truck. It is an 8 lug. It is a K20 factory, and it is a camper special truck, 8600 GVW. It's a TP tent special truck too, right?
What's that mean?
Is that what that means?
Yes, sir.
Toilet paper?
Yes.
What are these? Guys, I'm not even going to say it. I want you to drop it in the comments because I always answer these questions, and we have some followers of some amazing people, so I'd rather you guys just go ahead and answer your own question. Tell me what these are. I know y'all know. So Christian doesn't know. Christian will have to watch the video this weekend to find out the answer to his own question, or to my question. Go ahead and look at the inside. So we got a really nicely finished inside. Now's the time to look at the inside. I'm getting things staged in the right process. So hopefully the shadows are not bad on this side. They're terrible on the other side because we're right in the sun right this minute. But got the scrolling door panels, got proper working windows and door locks, power options on this truck, which is pretty rare on an 80. That was when they was really starting to get right. Doors, close, proper. There was no slamming there, just a little push. That is because all of this and all of this have been properly adjusted by my uncle, which spends hours and hours sometimes making that as right as possible. As well as the windows have been greased and the locks have been properly greased and lubed and everything in here has been adjusted. As far as I know, I drove this truck and I think all the gauges work. I don't have his check sheet to know exactly what's been done there, but all the scrolling, all the bright work, lower door panels, a lot of stuff has been redone. A lot of stuff is aftermarket, but it fits good. It's proper. Still got the tagging in here, even though it has been obviously repainted. The seat condition's awesome. Seat belts are not frayed all to pieces, and they actually retract. Headliner and SOS, the dome light works properly, and it's LED. Windows are tinted. Under the hood is very original. Even though it does have some dress-up items, I like the fact that they at least put the factory air filter back on. It just makes things look a little better. It does have an electronic choke, Edelbrock carburetor, but it still has the stickers and the diagram and stuff on the original air filter, which is super cool. It's got the bigger than the little baby radiator. Looks like we've put a battery in it because it's got our markings on it. Uncle's pretty keen about that. Air conditioning's all here and working. Christian's nodding his head once again because working air conditioning is nice when it's hot like this. All this is finished off nice and gloss. Under the hood here has the felt. Actually, it's a cruise control truck. Did not notice that on the inside. It does have cruise control. Whether it works, that's another story, but we'll try it. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. And here's your wipers. 80 was a weird year. 80 had some strange stuff. But we got all our racetrack trim. Towing mirrors, which are, if I hadn't have said that just now, most people wouldn't have even meant, they would just look at this truck and love it. Not everybody likes these mirrors, and a lot of people restore their truck and take these mirrors off. If you've got a restored truck with little mirrors and you ever see little dimples right here in your door, it's because those holes were filled. That's not a bad thing, but you would not believe how many people go walk out and look at their truck and be like, that little spot I've been washing around that looks like a little small little ding is because that's where they were filled. These were pretty popular, and these are excellent mirrors. They do not vibrate and shake like the other style. But the chrome is filthy. It will clean up good. This is actually one of my favorite trucks we've bought in a while. I love the slot wheels, even though that is not a Mickey Thompson wheel. But I do, while Christian was waiting patiently for me to do this video, I was on the phone. I can't show it to you because I was on the phone with Mickey Thompson. I can't show you because it shows the name of who I was on the phone with, Mickey Thompson. And they are very secretive, so I can't show you that. But I was on the phone for 35 minutes with a Mickey Thompson, our Mickey Thompson contact rep, whatever you want to call them, with some top secret news that I am allowed to start talking about next week. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm happy about that. I wish this truck was on Mickey Thompson's currently because the wheel we're going to talk about is a cool old school wheel. And it is a 17 like this, but a better offset, a better back spacing, and some other cool stuff that you guys are going to love. Purist guys are going to really love. But so you fitment guys know this should be 6 inches, 37s, 1250 tire, 17-inch wheel, probably 10 inches wide. So that's a pretty good stance for you guys that don't like something hanging out. Of course, a little wider in the front than the back. That's because of Chevrolet. But that's a good fitment. This wheel is either a 9 or a 10. Again, this is not a style or brand that we sell, even though it is a good-looking wheel. I think it's discontinued. But that is a Master Track 37 mud terrain tire, which is a good tire. And we've sold a lot of those over the years. And it's an off-brand, but good-looking tire. They're brand new. We do need to slightly massage the trim a little bit more versus cut the truck. So we'll get that knocked out. Still got to go through the final steps of the shop. I think we got to change the oil. We're going to add a idle up adjuster on the carburetor, because when you do put the, with the cam that it has, and when you do put the truck in gear at an idle with the air conditioning on, it is a little bit low of an idle. So we're going to put that plunger on there to bump that up just slightly. That's a pretty neat little addition. Cosmetically, you do nothing to this truck. Undercarriage wise, I mean, hit it again, Christian. Make sure to show the tank right there and all. The tanks have been refinished. Even inside the fill doors has been finished. They didn't just tape over it and spray. They put nice little replacement rubbers versus leaving that off and painting over top of them. Same way, if you look over here, we haven't wiped the door jambs out. They're filthy too, but if you look at the bottoms of the doors, if you look at all the door jamb, it goes together pretty freaking nicely. So, real happy with this truck. If we can get online today, we will. If not, reach out. You know the drill. The 84 is online, and that was what, 48.9? 48.9 on that truck. And for that price on that truck, just for you guys that are not going to read the description, it does include us putting all brand new AC components on it. Currently, it's an AC cab that the stuff's been removed. I've ordered everything for it. Also, the exhaust on this truck, I want you to show. Catch it right here and look up under it. That's a really good looking exhaust on this truck. Going forward, make sure to get down so they can see it all. The bottom of the bed has been finished. Bottom of the bed has been finished dang on as good as the top of the truck, really. They did a nice job on this. And it's not just a bunch of undercoat or spray paint. It's actually appears to be a base coat, clear coat. It is on all spring, no block. A replacement rear bumper, a little off of a Aero Correct bumper. Trim panel here. Actually color matched, right? Yes. Trim panel's color matched, and that's a pretty neat little touch. We did that one time years ago. Haven't done it in a while, but that is a good touch on this truck. It breaks it up a little bit with this. So I do like that. And of course, all the trim, the fitment of the trim, it's tight on the truck. Little spot right here that could use a little improvement, but they're always that way. Again, finished. All right, so I'm not real sure if the phone really did cut off, but Christian said it did. He might have just wanted to go sit in the AC for a few minutes, but I assume that the phone did overheat because that's pretty par for the course. But while we're waiting, I figured we'd go ahead and at least walk around the 84. This is the other blue and gray. You guys can understand how they get confused. Most everybody looks at a square body like it's a square body. So unless you're standing here looking and seeing the 4 headlights, 2 headlights, you're not going to notice much difference. But the other thing is they're both on a mud terrain tire with a slot wheel. But so you guys can see a little height difference. This truck only has a couple inches with 33s, whereas the other truck is 37s. And we will try next week to nose them together for you guys that are watching, wanting to see different sizes of trucks. But this is a great truck as well. It doesn't, I mean, in my opinion, needs the AC. If somebody says, I don't want the AC, that's a couple grand saved. Maybe even 2,500 bucks saved. So we can put that towards something else. Some power steps, more lift. I don't care how you want it, but we have ordered the compressor, the condenser, the evaporator, the dryer, all the items it needs, and the bracket. What happened is this is a big block truck. When they put the big block in it, it did not match up properly, so they just took everything off. So makes sense. We know why it happened, but it is an air-conditioned equipped cab, so it deserves to have AC back on. This truck is ready, though. Aside from that, the AC, that's the only thing on the checklist that's undone. It's been serviced, it's been inspected, it's been test driven, the tanks work, everything operates as it should. It had a laundry list of repairs done. The doors work, the locks work, the doors close properly. The trim is right. And we did a full video on this one this morning where we were saying we didn't know if it was going to be for sale or not. It is available for sale. Customer, and really the only things, the couple little imperfections here, and he really wants a glossed out undercarriage truck. He wants one more show ready. He knows he's got to spend a little bit more money to make that fitment and work, but we did what we said we were going to do. He said, please wait, hold out. We waited, we held out, and that's where we're at. So that truck is available officially, and it is on the website. So you can check that one out anytime. You can check out the 80, getting ready to post. Hopefully today. If it doesn't post, it'll be Monday, but we do still have some checklist stuff to knock out on that one. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Hope you have a great weekend.